everybody, welcome to the party where the nuts hang. It's just a rap thing.
And we're back with episode 62 of The Sounds of Struggle. I kind of have to poop, but my name is Chris Parrish.
I'm pretty much good.
Yeah, you can't top that one, can you?
I don't want to. That's gross.
Well, I'm just saying, if it stinks a little here, it's because I'm holding it in.
I just figure it stinks just because it's reeking of awesomeness from your reclaiming the title.
Well, I never reclaimed it. I just,
It's officially in your possession again, so that's
yeah.
reclaiming, is it not?
Well, a wrong was right.
Wrong was wronged, and you righted the wrong.
Exactly.
It's been righted.
Yeah. So for everyone who didn't get to see CWC's No Love last Saturday,
You showed no love, and got back your one love.
well, I just did what was right.
You gotta fight for your right.
And
to
that
party.
was, I was not medically cleared for the match against Drew Dawkins.
Should we talk about this? Is this all rectified, or is there still like an impending lawsuit? What's the deal?
No. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
I mean, it's out in the open now.
Okay.
So, I was not medically cleared, yet I was forced to compete. Therefore, I could not properly defend the CWC title. CWC knew about this, chose not to go to the proper procedure.
Proper courses of action.
Yeah. So therefore, I was not happy with that.
And you lawyered up.
So I said, unless you're willing to, stricken the match from the record books, hand me back the CWC title, give me the night off, because I should have had the previous night off. And yeah, I would have dropped a lawsuit because I was going to file a lawsuit based on the rights of negligence.
Negligee.
And yeah, that was upheld by CWC because they knew legally I had a
case.
I had a case, and I would have won that very easily.
Handily, even.
So I once again hold the CWC championship.
So basically, it's like you've never lost it. So it's basically still.
Yeah, exactly.
You're CWC champion, Christopher Q. Parrish.
My middle name is not Q.
No, the Q stands for not being a quitter, being awesome.
No.
Okay, Christopher Reginald Parrish.
Reginald?
I don't know. You've never told me what the hell your middle name is.
Yeah, no. It's a mystery, and I'll keep it that way. I prefer if you stayed out of my personal affairs.
Christopher Connor Parrish. You have to say it just like that, too.
Give me my belt.
Yeah. On a side note, I think after this No Love show, I became 1/3 of the tag champs down there.
Pretty much.
Yeah!
So
you're telling me there's a chance?
we're all champions. Again.
Yes. Headline Shaun Martens, going to do headline things, and headline things over in headline places that, well, they're not really headline places, but that's not the point.
Well,
he's off kicking ass. Northern.
Which I think it's done now.
Should be coming back anytime now.
Yeah,
I miss him.
He should be on his way back to the greater Edmonton area.
So he fingered me to step in his place, in his stead.
You filled in and became 1/3 of the CWC Tag Team Champions and successfully defended it.
Yes. Against Dylan is stoned and massively damaged.
Yeah. And they're now massively stoned and crying because they lost.
Massively stoned and damaged Dylan. Yeah.
Yeah. So that pretty much was the CWC No Love show for us. You will actually get to hear me on commentary with Mike the ref as I carried his fat load for a few matches.
Dude.
Well,
phrasing.
I'm just saying, his weight is actually a load.
Fuck. Still phrasing.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So, I pointed out how much he did not like women. So, I mean,
Hey,
that's on the record.
2018. If that's what he wants, that's what he wants.
So,
If he wants a transvestite cat, then let him do his thing.
I don't think he's into cats. They have something he doesn't like.
Okay, well, if he just wants to hang out with a bunch of bitch tits, then whatever.
I think he likes milkworms.
Cobra.
Yeah.
Cobra!
So, announced this morning, because we're recording on Monday, February, what is today, 12th?
12!
Roy Halladay is going to get his number 32 retired by the Toronto Blue Jays on opening night.
I did not hear that, but I like it.
I don't think
good.
anyone is going to dislike that.
No, not at all.
Good
Still
for...
kind of surreal, the whole incident.
Well, I mean, shit happens. I mean, it sucks. But, I mean...
This brought to you by the realist, Chris Parrish. Christopher the realist Parrish.
They did say he wasn't exactly properly flying it. He was
hammered.
Well, I know, but he was, I guess... I don't know, from the sounds of it, he wasn't going proper protocol all the way through.
Proper prior.
He was still a green pilot at the time. So,
he hadn't graduated belts yet.
just trying to do too much. And unfortunately, he claimed his life, and the Toronto Blue Jays are going to
Retire 32. Old Doc.
claim his number and honor it in the name of Roy Doc Halladay. So, I hope they don't lose that game. Everyone tends to lose
probably
games when
will.
they retire.
Yeah, like when, ironically, the Lightning retired old Vinny LeCavalier. His number against another team he played for, the LA Kings.
No.
What happened? Well, Lightning lost.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Usually,
I didn't realize he played from like 96 until 2013 there.
98. 98.
98, sorry.
Yeah.
Whatever, 2 years. Point is, that's impressive.
He actually played one more year as a Lightning than Martin St. Louis.
Martin St. Louis.
So two guys getting their numbers retired.
Yes.
So now, who do you think will be the next player in the NHL to have his number retired? Baseball, I don't pay enough attention. Maybe
I don't know enough about baseball, so I couldn't comment on that. Barry Bonds. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Barry Manilow also could be. But for hockey, depends on the team.
I still think
Totally depends on
I
the
still
team.
think Oilers should retire 94 for Ryan Smith.
That one, yes. As for the Blackhawks, there really hasn't...
Tony Amonte?
I don't know.
Chris Chelios is retired.
Chelios?
Has he been retired yet?
No.
Oh yeah, Seabrook on
Seabrook still has it.
I would say when
I'd say either Chelios or Roenick.
I would
One
say
of those two.
I would say when Seabrook either retires or gets moved, they will probably retire 7.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But no, I think Chelios is possible because he did.
What
he
about
was there
Ed
for 10 years.
Belfour?
Belfour could be. Let's see. I was so in awe when I was there. The numbers I did see were number 9 for Hull, number 21
Makita.
for my favorite captain, Makita. Not many people know that. Favorite captain overall, Makita. Number 18 for Savard. Number 3 for Pierre Pilot. I think that's how you say his name. I'm not very good with the French names.
He's a pillow.
Yeah, Pierre Pilot. And I think 35 for Esposito. You know who else? Even though he wasn't there for a long, long time? Steve Larmer. 28 could be. He was, even from his rookie season, consistent, 40-goal scorer. So I could potentially see him.
I would say if you retire Larmer, you got to retire Monte.
Yeah.
I'd make that argument.
Yeah. I just figured that Larmer was a bigger impact than Amante. That's just my personal opinion. I haven't looked into as much about what Amante did.
What about number 55 for Eric Daze? No.
They honored him for that one more shift thing, so that's good enough for him.
Yeah.
That's like saying, hey, Gilmore played there for a season and a half, 93.
What about Dominic Hasek?
Well, he was a rookie there.
I'm just
so, yeah, absolutely. They've actually had some really good goalies over the years.
Yeah, but he never stayed, so they
Don't
can't
care.
count.
They still have
He
him.
never did shit in Chicago.
Well, if that's the case, retire number 4. Bobby Orr played there for 2 seasons. So number 4 is done.
It's like saying the St. Louis Blues are going to honor Gretzky.
Because he was there for half a season.
No.
Have you not seen some of the things? Like, the Blues actually will say...
Or the Oilers are going to retire Brian Leach because they owned his rights at one point.
Or Chris Pronger. But no, it's... That's the one thing I don't understand is that... I don't know what it is. Maybe it's St. Louis Blues, just for some reason they do it, but they say St. Louis Blues Hall of Fame alumni, Martin Brodeur. He played there for a season. And I mean, he was a backup. That's it. But he's an alumni. Same with Gretzky. They make a mention of that. It's like, no. Shut up.
Well, that's why they never won a cup.
Clearly. I don't get it. But whatever. Anyways.
But and your thing, too, is like with St. Louis, I mean, they had goalies. I mean, Cujo could have been a goalie.
Could have been.
Like, for their alumni team.
Yeah.
Chris Osgood could have been a goalie for their alumni team.
Could have been.
I mean, and then again, if they were playing Detroit,
Grant Fuhr.
if they were playing Detroit could have used those same goalies.
Could have traded halfway through. I don't know who they get, but I mean, trade halfway through.
It's like, you play Cujo, we'll play Osgood, at half point we'll switch.
Yeah, you really could have.
Right?
Well, there you go.
Old school. So, anything else for hockey?
Oh, just you wait. Strap your dick in, bud. Here we go. Burroughs suspended 10 games for a knee to Taylor Hall's head. I finally saw it. I don't like Burroughs. That guy's kind of a dick.
Yeah, but I don't even like Hall, so it was kind of evened out.
Whatever, but it's still, he's not appealing it. It's like, you know.
Well, that's because he knows he's not going to win.
Well, yeah, but still, it's like, dude, what? A knee?
To the head.
You had him in a front chantry. What? Why would you think this is okay? You're an idiot.
Well,
Clearly his favorite wrestler is Austin Aries. Clearly. But she's vegan, too.
well, he's French. That explains everything. He used to be a Canuck. I mean, stupidity just runs in his veins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rangers had to get a backup goalie basically from the stands partway through because who's their backup? Yeah, I should know this. Pavlich, yeah. He ended up getting hurt, so Henrik Lundqvist had to go... Lundqvist? Yes. He had to go back in, and they had to get a backup. Basically, someone from the stands who are number 69 and had a name bar Mick Backup. That's funny as hell. I appreciate that. Congrats to Crosby, hitting the 400 goal mark in his career. It's about time.
And he complained to refs about why he didn't get a better standing ovation after. I don't know. Just
Probably.
making fun of the fact that he whines a lot to refs.
Oh, going back to the whole kneeing thing, Brown got a 1-game suspension for kneeing Sergachev.
Yeah, talk about getting off easy twice.
Yeah, you think?
I mean, he should have got suspended way harsher, or at all, against...
For your favorite former Oiler.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not ever going to back Justin Schultz very often, but that guy got leveled from behind, already on his knees, into the boards.
It was blatant.
And Brown only got a fine.
Yeah.
Like, give me a fucking break, NHL.
What's his first name? Chris? He seems like a Chris after those incidents, right?
Who?
Dustin. He should be more of a Chris. I mean, Chris Brown seems to be kind of a dirty prick.
Yeah, Dustin.
Yeah,
It's kind of a bit...
kind of a bitch name too, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, we said it. What up? Ranta, who's the, I guess now he's the starting goalie for the Coyotes.
Anti-retina?
Yeah. He had to move because his house is infested with scorpions. That's funny. Now, if only there was a hockey team named the Scorpions, because that would be hilarious.
Well, I mean...
Looking at you, Seattle!
You could go Cerny a Sting.
Yeah, but those are bees. Or I guess they're supposed to be wasps.
Hey, Sting, Scorpions,
That's
come on, wrestling!
That's my alma mater!
Scorpions sting.
It's my alma mater! I went to college there. I got to see a lot of games. I think I've told you the story. I don't think I've told on the podcast. I went there the year after Stamkos got signed and drafted. So I get there. Who's there? The highlight? Matt Martin.
Sucker.
Not a terrible player, but
No.
I mean, really, who else was there? Honestly, there's a bunch of names that I've looked up. They really haven't.
That was even before Yakupov.
Yes. Ironically enough, the year I graduate and leave, who shows up? Fucking Yakupov! I missed 2 first-round picks. Literally, my course is 2 years
Yeah, but
long.
only one pen out.
Don't care. Still 2 guys.
I still think they should have traded that
But
pick.
that year, actually, those 2 years, I got to meet guys. Like, that's where I found out I got to meet Taylor Hall. He's a douche.
Well, you got to meet him in Edmonton.
Ryan Ellis, nice guy. I liked him. He's good. John Tavares, nice guy. Taylor Hall, a prick. I know I said it, but I'll say it again. Prick.
You met him here, too.
Prick. I don't care. He's a prick.
He wouldn't even do the podcast. He can go fuck himself.
We didn't even have a podcast at that point.
He could have been more polite about it, though.
Yeah, instead of a fuck you, bud, he could have been like, fuck you, eh?
Or he could have been like, oh, no. But
No, thank you.
Thanks for the offer.
Yeah.
Instead of being
Man, you really pissed off that security guy constantly talking to him. That was so funny.
Well, whatever. He was a goober.
Yes, he was a goober. Let's see. Oh, and for the next couple weeks, for the next 2 podcasts, we can do something new. It's Team Canada update for the Olympics. Last I saw, we're now up 2 gold medals.
Well, they got another one this morning in moguls, which I think is the 3rd consecutive Olympics they got a gold in moguls.
That's 2 now. 2 gold medals overall for us. So congrats to whoever got the moguls one and Team Canada figure skating. They do team events, which we were watching last night.
I thought they had 3 by now.
Oh, they might, but last I saw, you know what? Let's look it up.
I'm just saying. I think this morning I thought they had 3.
It's possible. Let's look it up.
Yeah.
Team Canada.
But the one thing I noticed last night, the female snowboarders, a lot of them are quite attractive. I mean,
Oh.
a lot of them ate shit, though, which was very entertaining. Snowboarding was, I think, is one of my favorite things to watch, just because of how many people just eat shit.
Eat all of the shit.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Okay, where are we at here? Germany's got 7. Netherlands got 7. Canada's got 7. 2 golds in figure skating team event, and Mikael Kingsbury freestyle skiing men's moguls.
Yeah.
4 silvers. Justine Dufour Lapointe freestyle skiing ladies moguls.
Wait, Dean is a lady?
Justine.
Oh, Justine. I was like, wow.
I'm scared there. Max Parrott for snowboarding men's slope style. Isn't he the one who broke his back or something like that, like 11 months ago? He hit a tree. I think he's the one who no, that might be the guy who's in bronze. I'll take a look. Anyways.
I wonder if the pain was spinal.
Spinal.
Bro.
No, I think that was Mark McMorris who got a bronze, the snowboarding men's slope style. He hit a tree like 11 months ago and was like in hospital, like unconscious. Comes back, wins a bronze. Good for him. He's tag struggle strong. That's a thing. Start that. Also, silver medal for Lori Blowin for snowboarding, ladies slope style. And
What a
Ted
name.
Jan Blumen? Man, I really need to brush up on how to say these names.
Yeah, you kind of blow, man.
Speed skating, men's 5,000 meters. Potentially, we have another couple coming in either today or tomorrow in the mixed curling, in the 1,500 speed skating. I think it's short track. There's a few more. We're doing pretty well. Canadian women have played a couple games for hockey so far, kicking ass.
Canadians also rule at curling.
Yeah. This new event, the mixed curling. Not sure why it's a thing, but I mean,
Why not?
I guess, yeah. I don't know. It's not that I don't want teams of mixed gender, whatever. I just
Mixed figure skating.
I never really thought about it. Whatever. So we're gonna eventually
There's
have it
no
where it's
contact. So I mean, why
is
not?
there eventually gonna be one where it's like women's hockey, men's hockey, and then
No, 'cause-
mixed hockey?
Men has contact. Women don't.
Speak for yourself. We saw that game. There was contact.
There's a lot of hookers in that game.
Ton of hookers in that game.
Yeah.
All
Phil
the
Kessel's
Americans.
sister.
Uh-huh.
Giant
Huge
hooker.
hooker.
Yeah.
The biggest hooker.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, apparently, I found out all North Korean athletes that are there are under constant surveillance from the army. They have like an army personnel with them at all times in case they try to defect because they're in South Korea. That's intense.
Interesting.
It's very intense. So yeah, that's all I got for, the Olympics for right now. Hopefully we can win a bunch more and be a top. We're third right now behind the Germans and Netherlands, which is, I don't know. That surprises me. That the Netherlands
It's
are doing
early.
so well. But still, Netherlands in front. That's
Yeah,
surprising.
it's early.
What else we got? Do we want to go back to hockey? You want to do other things first? You choose.
Let's just finish hockey.
Finish hockey. Okay. Oh, I lied. I'm actually all done hockey. Apparently, I'm not paying attention. So, let's move on. Football! Season's over. But, Jason Kelsey, hey, quite the speech at that parade. Also funny, there was a sign in that parade that said, Crosby still sucks.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell. And then, do you know who this Jimmy Garoppolo guy is?
Yeah, he used to be
He's a rich man.
He used to be the backup to Brady as of last year. Got traded this year.
He's suddenly got the biggest contract in NFL history at 5 years, $137.5 million.
Apparently that can go up to 150-some millions with bonuses.
So, my question to you is, you know more about basketball, or, football than I do. Is he worth that?
He is to the San Francisco 49ers. They need a quarterback. They need someone like him to steer their team. So
basically, they need someone to captain the ship long term.
I can understand why a team like San Francisco would do that. Makes sense for them. Other teams, for New England, I don't think he would have got that much. However, he would have been a Patriot, and you never know. That team's always there. I mean, I'm sure there's other teams that he could go and not make the same amount, but I'm sure, if he went to, say, Cleveland, he would have made that too. So, no, I'm just saying, they don't...
Oh, sorry, I'm just laughing because it's the Browns.
Hey, man, I'd rather see the Browns win than the Patriots. Or the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Or Dallas.
Sure.
Or the Giants.
You have way more hatred for these teams than I, clearly.
Yeah.
I'm also a guy who wears around a Green Bay Packers coat and occasionally wear a Chicago Bears toque. Why? Because it's free. And I'm a sucker for free shit. That's just the way I am.
Yeah. You're definitely not the hardcore NFL guy.
No. Did you see the kangaroo throwdown at the golf tournament in Australia?
No.
It's right in the middle of the fairway. They were about to tee off, and these two kangaroos were there, and they just start fighting right in the middle of the fairway. Hilarious.
Interesting.
Only in Australia can you have that kind of hold-up. That's great. Big old throwdown. The only thing I have for basketball, which I want your opinion on, did you see the whole Draymond Green fined $50,000 for his technical foul for complaining to the ref? I don't know if he was swearing. I don't know what was said.
Well, it's the NBA. Sensitivity runs strong in that league.
But should the fact that the referee was female factor into this?
No.
No?
Unless he was saying sexist comments, and I can understand why there's a
Okay. Because, yeah,
affirmative action on that. But at the same time, this has always been my plague with all sports, is even if a referee or an official's wrong and the player gets mad and yells at the official, it's a bad thing. But if vice versa happens and the player does something wrong and the official doesn't like it, they get to yell at. I think it's a double standard on that aspect.
Oh, absolutely. And it was pretty clear. I don't know if the referee didn't see it, but he was actively bleeding from his mouth. And he's like, look at my mouth. And she just wasn't having it. And I don't know if he said something and then got a fine, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm going to say Draymond Green, he is Warrior, Golden State Warrior.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know if he's a warrior. He's maybe a bitchy one.
Yeah, I'm going to just assume that he just went straight into complaint and wah mode. So,
Wah, you're not as good as
he
me.
deserves, I hate the Warriors. They're a team that buys their championships, in my opinion.
Couldn't you say the same thing about the Chicago Bulls, though?
No, because Michael Jordan was drafted. A lot of those teams are that team drafted their guys. I mean, I guess Golden State did too, but I mean, they didn't become like amazing until they bought Durant.
I guess that's true.
I mean, Stephon Curry's a little as good as a shooter. He's a little bitch in the paint.
Well, he never goes in there. I don't ever see him go in there.
No.
Little bitch ass.
That's why I still think LeBron James, the day he retires, greatest basketball player ever. LeBron.
LeBron James.
I mean, look at his stats now, and then compare them to Michael Jordan.
Michael Jackson. Yes.
Hey, he had just as many gloves as anyone. I mean.
Well, let's just carry on.
Yeah, I realized what I was going to say in my head. It might not be the best thing.
No. I know where you're going. Let's just go.
No.
Let's move on. Let's go to wrestling now.
Well, no, I'm just saying, take LeBron James' stats now and Michael Jordan's stats at LeBron's age now. LeBron's kind of kicking his ass.
Well, I mean, same amount of championships, but other than that, dude, he's a little bit ahead in almost everything.
More consecutive championships appearances.
He's been in the last, 6 or 7, no, 7 or 8. Something ridiculous like that, been in the finals.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's a lot of basketball.
Taking several things, like the Cleveland team a couple times on his back.
And that's the thing, too. Cleveland is literally his team.
Mm-hmm.
Miami, he literally was the best guy. I mean, yeah, they had Bosch, but he's a 7-foot
Wade,
pillow.
who apparently just went back.
Yeah.
Even though apparently he was actually part of Cleveland for a minute there, and then they traded him.
Yeah, well, I mean, Wade was on Miami, and then a couple of years ago signed with Chicago. I think he played 1 year with Chicago.
Yep.
I think he only signed a 1-year deal with them. Then he signed a 1-year deal with Cleveland, and then Cleveland blew up their team on the deadline last week, sending Wade back to Miami.
They got rid of a ton of people.
Yeah. But, I mean, apparently they had one of the worst locker rooms in the league, so they needed to make something happen. And a lot of people are saying, is this an effort for them to show LeBron that they're committed, or is this something that they need to do because they know LeBron is going to leave? So they want to stack for the future, which they did. They actually did. They got a lot of good players.
Yeah. I think that they have to do it, I'd say kind of for both, but more because you want to keep someone like LeBron. He's a franchise player you never get rid of. He is Connor McDavid. He is
it's not that I don't think Cleveland wants to get rid of him. I think LeBron may actually opt out.
But you want to do what you can, for, say, example, for Edmonton, Connor McDavid. You want to keep him happy. You want to keep LeBron James happy.
No, but it's a different story in basketball, too, because in basketball, with all the options they have, he can option for 1 more year.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't have that option in NHL. See, with Connor McDavid, the Oilers know they have him for 9 more seasons. Where in LeBron James, he's just going off the option for 1 year. So they don't know if he's there for the long term or not. And it's really...
It's going to be a little disheartening for everyone else in the locker room.
What? Everyone else in the locker room's new.
Fair enough. That either new or hurt, like Kevin Love and several of the other starters from the start of the season. All of them are hurt.
Well, I mean, at the same time, too, I think Cleveland is doing what it can. In the case they do lose him, they have a competitive team without him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if they're keeping him, they know they have a good supporting cast for LeBron.
Yeah, I'd say more of they have a competitive team. We're talking Raptors competitive. You can get to the conference final. Probably about it though.
Well, I mean, never. I would say if you have LeBron on your team, you always have a shot to win.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm just saying more for the Raptors. They've got a competitive team, but I can't see them ever getting out of.
Well, the Raptors right now are one of the best teams, if not the best team in the Eastern Conference.
I don't think. I think if they come up against either Cleveland, who have beaten them
twice
in the last 2 years,
they will beat Cleveland this year.
I think the big team to beat though is Boston.
Cleveland might not even be in the hunt at the end of the year. So,
I think honestly, Boston's the team to beat in the East this year.
Toronto does have a better record against Boston.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, we'll see. But I do think this could be a stepping stone year for Toronto. I think this could be the year that they get to the finals.
Man, if Toronto actually makes it to the finals, I can honestly say for the first time in a long time. No, for the first time in I'd say a little while. I still won't care.
No, I still won't. But I mean,
Because deep down, I gotta say, I'm a Bulls guy. If I had to choose a team, and that's because, well, Space Jam, Michael Jordan. that's really what it came down to. Like, if I have to choose, which I never watched, but if I had to, Chicago Bulls.
I don't know. Like, I like seeing good stories in the NBA.
Go Charlotte Hornets.
Not really Charlotte, but I mean, the Orlando Magic I always have a little bit of a soft spot for.
Phoenix Suns?
No. I don't know. Like
I did just because of, what's his name? Nash.
Steve Nash.
Steve, yeah, Rick. That's what I said. Yeah. There's a soft spot for Rick Nash in the NBA.
I don't know. I'd like to see Dirk.
Nowitzki!
Win another championship.
Dallas Cowboys.
Mavericks.
Horses.
The Dallas Drake Mavericks.
Horses, whatever, same thing.
And Cuban's awesome.
Mark Cuban certifiably insane, yes.
Yeah, but he's fucking hilarious. Ref makes a bad call, he's calling him everything, and it's great. He doesn't care how much he gets fined because he has the money to pay it. He's like the biggest fan, and he's the owner, and he sits with the fans. It's great.
Yeah, he's certifiably insane, but I like him.
Yeah.
It's hard to hate him. Hard to hate him.
So
We should have him on the podcast.
yeah.
We know you're listening, Mark Cuban. Give us a call.
Hope he does.
Slide into our DMs.
I hope he does it pro bono.
Hell, he can do a pro boner. I don't care. On to some wrestling. Congrats to someone who had a little thing for you, Ivory.
What happened to her?
Got into the Hall of Fame.
Well,
Officially announced today.
I haven't even been on my phone much today.
Yeah, officially announced today. She's been inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. A Hall of Famer hit on you.
Well, not back then. She wasn't.
Doesn't matter.
She was just a cougar.
Doesn't matter. You can have that story now.
Well, now it just makes me feel like old people like me.
Well, there you go.
It's like, oh yeah, one day Fabulous Moolah wanted to ride me. Yeah, that would have been awesome now.
I don't know if it'd be awesome now. It'd be a little weird.
Yeah, but if she was alive, she'd be like, what, 80, 90 years old?
Like 95 probably. Yeah,
something like that. Just
Yeah.
sound wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, cool. Right on. So, congrats to her. To the apparent old bag.
So what, she had Ivory joins Dudley Boys, Goldberg, and
I'm gonna
is that
assume
it so far?
I'm going to assume there's going to be one more wrestler maybe, a manager, and then possibly some celebrity bullshit.
Well,
I hope they don't do a celebrity. There's no need to do it.
It depends. If they find one that makes sense.
Is it really? Maybe Bob Barker. Maybe.
Well, no. Really him?
I don't know. He's been on Raw a couple times. I don't know. Maybe Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson.
Well,
no, Mike Tyson's already in. Never mind.
No, he's dead. So
You still bring him in.
not for a celebrity.
He did some things back in the 80s and
WrestleMania 1?
yeah, that's back in the 80s. Bring in Liberace. Hey, have Elton John except for him. It's basically the same person.
Oh, you could have Darren Young, but you fired him.
It's a good way to bring him back.
Yeah. Just give Sonya Deville. There you go. That's their gay person.
There you go. Let's see. Looks like Mysterio is headed to possibly have a match in New Japan against
No, not possibly. It's announced.
possibly more than one match. Wait and see.
Yeah.
You dick.
Well, I mean, it happened on the thing. They showed his music, or not music. They showed his.
They showed his music, and you could hear his sound.
Well, they showed the video of him offering a challenge to Jushin Thunder Liger, and then they had Liger on commentary and accepted right off the bat.
Perfect.
So, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's announced.
Whatever. Point is, maybe it's long term. Maybe it's not. Maybe he's doing a Jericho thing. Maybe he's just doing a match or two, and then.
Well, I mean, it is in the States, so I mean.
Is it that one that's over in California?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not like that. It's that far away from where Ray lives in San Diego.
San Diego.
A whale's vagina.
You leave him to come out of a 619 vagina.
Booyaka.
Booyaka. Also, Gail Kim retired.
Yeah.
Had her last match over in England. Jolly old England. That's You think she gets into the WWE Hall of Fame eventually?
No, I think she hates WWE. I
Okay.
literally think she hates WWE.
Okay. Pourquoi?
They treated her like shit when she was there.
They treat a lot of people like shit.
Yeah.
Huh? Fair enough.
That's why she left them twice.
She was there twice?
Yeah.
Oh, how about that? Oh. There we go.
Yeah.
But do you think she
Her
does
last
anything?
match, she eliminated herself in a battle royal because she didn't care. It's actually quite entertaining.
That's awesome. Good
Yeah.
for her. Good for her. That's great. Way more respect for her now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But no, seriously, do you think one day she eventually, like, maybe they offer to her even if
Well,
she
she's
dies?
in the TNA Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, she probably
Is it
cares.
even called TNA Hall of Fame anymore?
Or Impact or whatever it's called. But I'm sure she cares more about that Hall of Fame than WWE.
I guess she did kind of cornerstone that women's division, or what do they call it, the knockouts division
Yeah.
there. Yeah, she did kind of was the cornerstone there for a long time. So, I guess that would make more sense.
She's probably going to be like the one in charge of like the GM of the Knockouts division moving forward. I can see something like
Because I
that.
guess they're based out of Ottawa. She is from Toronto. I don't know where she lives now, but
Asia. Or North
wow.
Korea. Well, that was kind of the thing, making fun of WWE because that's where she was in. That's where she was from originally. It was just North Korea.
She was hailed from North Korea.
Yeah,
Insta heel.
that's when she was a babyface. So it was just
I don't get it.
exactly. But it was
Man.
totally.
Vince is a douche sometimes.
I know.
Damn. Wow. Cool.
Now you
All
know.
right.
Now you know why she probably doesn't like
Yeah,
WWE.
fair enough. Fair
So,
enough.
I mean,
Well, there we go. Well, from one female outside of WWE to another, Emma, Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
She's in the Ring of Honor, Women of Honor tournament.
yeah, and actually
She's won a match or two.
defeated Angelina Love to get into the tournament, and then defeated Stacey Shadows to advance in the tournament.
She just did to defeat. Ah, there we go.
We talked about this yesterday.
I don't fucking remember yesterday.
I know that.
All right, whatever.
No. It's all about Emma.
It's all about Emma. Yeah, Tennille.
Oh.
Captain and Tennille. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, because you were talking about how you think she should go to the finals and put someone over, and I'm like, I think she should go win it and then have a feud with that person. Now, do you remember the conversation?
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah.
Vaguely. No, I mean, it's only fair. She went to the finals of the very first ever women's NXT tournament. So she should go to the finals of the Ring of Honor and lose there. That's her thing.
But it's all about her now.
Doesn't matter. She can dance, don't dance. Put him over.
That dance was kind of funny.
That was. And it was terrible.
Yeah, I know.
Terrible. But
Played
kind
it
of
off really well.
Yeah.
Especially with Santino.
That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. But hey.
At least she looks good.
Speaking of Santino, apparently he's going to be at this, I guess, spring's Super Clash against Cancer, which
Oh, yeah? It's happening this time?
I guess. My thing is, apparently we're booked. Like, I'm sure you were too, but I was added to some group on Facebook, and I haven't even been talked to yet. I think the people, whoever's running, is just like, yeah, you're working it. Like, oh yeah?
I think MPW is in collaborations with it.
Well, that's fine, but
The MPW
Whoever-
the MPW booking committee is, I think, helping out with the booking committee of this event.
that's fine too. But I wouldn't mind if someone asked me.
I'm just saying, if you want to know where the miscommunication is going, I'm sure that could be right there.
All right, so I guess it's our new general manager's fault.
Yeah, let's blame him.
Yeah, screw that guy. Mike the commissioner. That guy's a dick. Kind of like Mike the rep. He's also a dick.
Mike the Mish.
Mike the Mish. Ew. That sounds gross.
Oh, I mean, he is gross.
All I know is that as of right now, I haven't been asked, and I feel a little butthurt. I'm gonna pull my diva card. I'm a little butthurt.
Well, you know what you shouldn't be hurt about?
What?
You were in the title match for the one night only March 10th MPW show at Knoxville's Tavern.
Oh, thank God you finished that sentence.
Right?
I got a little worried. I'm like, fuck, I have to go down to Knoxville, Tennessee?
Well,
Jesus.
Well, I mean, I would get to see Carrie Underwood.
Yeah,
And
close.
Rusev, he lives in Nashville.
Yeah, but that's not Knoxville. That's
But he
different
can
than
make the
Nashville.
drive.
Oh, yeah, I mean, hey, Rusev, I'm in Knoxville. Come see me. Okay.
It's Rusev Day.
It's Rusev Day here. Come see me. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm sure if the Blackhawks were in town in Nashville, you'd go down and see it.
It would be kind of cool.
So.
I've heard Nashville's a pretty good town to go hang out and party in. So that would be cool.
Well, if the finals of last year was any indication.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, you're right. That'd be good. Yeah.
And just trying to think.
So yeah, I'm in a triple threat match apparently.
with,
I'm
with Crazy Core, the champion, and
the recently broken open.
Irishman. Look what you've done.
You know what's funny? In my career, I've only hard-made 2 people. And both of them are in this match. This is gonna be fun.
So you're saying there's a chance? All right.
All I know is that
I got you.
receipts are probably owed.
Yeah. And I'll be defending my provincial title in some capacity. Not
In a 3-way match?
I have no idea.
In a 4-way?
I have no idea.
Against all the women?
Ooh, maybe.
Book it! Get all the ladies!
Book it, pal.
Ladies!
Quality. Let's give them a chance.
Yeah.
Give divas a chance.
Yeah, why not? Or what are they called? Sirens? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, sure. Book it. Make it a thing. Mike the Mish. Do it.
Yeah. Mishy Mike.
Ooh, that sounds like he's like squishy.
Yes.
Squishy Mishy.
He's fat.
Squishy Mishy. Oh Jesus, this has gone so goddamn far off the rails.
That's what we do.
Speaking of going off the rails, did you hear about Sheldon Benjamin's incident?
Yeah.
Rents a car from Budget Rent-A-Car, opens a glove box, loaded gun. Wow. Man, Budget, know your audience. That is brutal.
They did. They gave it to the
yeah.
black guy, apparently.
Yeah, that's straight up racism right there is what that is. Jesus. And he had no idea, and that's really
Ain't
funny.
no stopping him now.
Oh, stop him with some fucking bullets.
Let's hope he doesn't shoot on anyone.
Funny. I
Yeah.
like it. That's good. That's good. Oh, good stuff.
I wonder if now he's officially in the Bullet Club.
I like it. Yeah. Still, no holds barred match. I'm gonna bring a gun to the ring one time. I'll make them fucking kneel. I'll make them tap out. Shoot him in the goddamn hand.
Shoot him in the dick first.
Depends on who I fight.
Because Mike, you technically didn't. Would he be disqualified if he shot someone in the dick?
Is it a no holds barred match?
No, if it's just a standard match. Like,
Probably. It is a foreign object. It is a weapon. It is also a low blow. So yes, I would
it's
say
not even a low blow. It's just a, like.
low blown off.
Yeah.
I'd say yes. Yes, I would be. I think this is like a street fight kind of scenario. We'll call it the Compton street fight, and I'll bring out a gun. That's the only way I can do it.
What else you got?
Honestly, other than I have something for Let's Book, but other than that, I have nothing.
Well, who are we booking?
First we're booking advertisements. That's what we're booking.
Oh,
And then we're going to book EC3.
okay. What do you have for advertisement?
Well, after you almost dropped that,
I didn't.
it's a good save. It's a good save. Almost as good a save as Vasilevsky. That was the save of the year. It was beautiful.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying he's learned a thing or two from me.
Yeah, absolutely. Did he learn to go to listen to this podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, fuck YouTube?
Maybe.
Oh, you should. That's where you can find this lovely podcast and the rest of the stuff that Backbreaker Media provides.
Yeah, do it now.
Listen to all of us. We are basically all the content they have.
Well, it's
They
fair.
have some other stuff, but we're the most important one. We are weekly. Every week.
We are more current than the fucking water, bitches.
Sure.
That made sense.
Explain your case. I didn't get it.
Water has currents.
Gotcha. I was thinking of something else. I thought you were talking about like water bills. I don't know.
Why?
I guess water bills are once a month. We're weekly, so yeah, we are more current than that. You're right. I don't know. I had to pay my water bill today, okay? It's on my brain. Yeah, fuck me, right? Having a real life. Fuck, that's fucking stupid.
Well, no, why?
I'm having to do adult shit. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Not even that. I say something about water and you're thinking of bills.
I just didn't pick up on the current thing, okay? I had to do adult things today. Adult things stress me out. I don't like it. I just want to go home, play NHL 18 on the PS4,
Look what
drink
you've
beer,
done.
just fun on my balls a bit, you know? Just what'll be me?
Well, if you're going to do that, you know what you should do?
What's that?
Go to whatamaneuver.net.
Oh,
Sorry.
buy some t-shirts to fondle in. Well, I'm not going to blow my load in them because they're our t-shirts, but...
Well, only if you don't buy vintage One World Order and original.
One World Order? What the fuck are that?
That's a new thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. It's One World Empire, but revisited.
Exactly.
Right on.
Remix.
Man, this podcast is so bad.
Well, you know.
I'm going shoot right now, right here, saying this might be the most fucked up one we've ever done. And that's saying a lot.
No, because we had the one where we didn't even stay on topic for longer than 8 seconds.
Fucking peaches.
This has to be at least the second worst.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Definitely up there. Because we're just all over the goddamn
But there's
place.
not much to talk about this week.
Yeah, we summed up the entire Olympic Games in like 2 minutes.
We're talking about fucking water bills.
And basketball.
Exactly.
Wow, this is a light week.
Yeah. Why don't we just talk about water polo and
'Cause that's a summer sport. That's
Cable.
in 2 years.
so
Who's your favorite water poloist?
basketball's not a winter sport.
It's
You can't go outside and just
currently
play
being-
basketball in the
It's currently
winter.
being played right now, which I've never understood why it doesn't get played in the summer. I've never understood that.
Well, it's in an arena. What does it matter?
It's summer, damn it. Most of those guys have never seen winter before.
You can play hockey in the summer.
Oh, outside you can't.
Yeah, you can. Street hockey. Duh.
Not actual hockey. Actual hockey's better than street
That'd
hockey.
be actually really funny if they just weren't rollerblades.
Or skates. Just tear up their skateboard.
Yeah.
Sing, sing! Holy Jesus!
Be like those videos where it's just like just explosions
Yeah, there would
from
be.
the sparks.
Anyways, whatevernewer.net. Get our old stuff now. If you want new stuff, I've got it. I actually have the t-shirts at home. I've been wearing all of them. So if you buy a t-shirt from us,
Yeah.
it's going to smell like me.
So go to Meniac's home and get the t-shirts. What's your address?
If you want it, DM me. I'm not just going to put it out there. I don't want, hardcore freaks just showing up in my head going, ah! I'm not having that.
Mike the ref, stop going to his house.
That's why I haven't told him where I live. Not doing it. Mike the Mish can stay the hell away too.
Yeah. So EC3.
Also, Backbreaker Video, backbreakervod.pivotshare.com. Put in tag struggle as the password, and you get 2 weeks for free plus 3 months half off. Go do that. Watch our old stuff. Watch how awesome we are. Moving on.
Yeah.
EC3. What are they going to do with him? Obviously, he's going to start in NXT, but what are they going to do with him?
Well, here's my thing. Babyface or heel?
Both.
See, you know what? You know what I do right
What's
away?
up?
Heel. I'd have him cost Aleister Black the championship match.
Okay.
Have him in a big feud with Aleister Black right away.
Okay.
Maybe have them trade a few, and then you can have Adam Cole, baby, in that title hunt. And then when he's done, goes and faces Drew McIntyre. And then after that, the title.
Yeah. Okay. As a face, what would he do?
As a face right away?
Brings out Dixie Carter?
No.
Starts making out with her right on stage?
No.
That's a heel move.
I mean, there's worse chicks there.
Sure.
At least she's experienced.
You're mature.
Experience matters. No, if he's a babyface, I would. You know what? Actually, even as a heel, even if he starts doing some with, oh no, first too wouldn't be too bad. If he was a babyface, I'd actually do something with Ono and just turn Ono heel.
Kind of looks like they might be going that way. Anyway,
Yeah.
so. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe Velveteen Dream.
He's like a tweener, eh?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be heel, but he's so over.
I'm gonna say, you know what? I really want to save my judgment just because I do think he's a better heel than babyface.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
That's why I personally would go heel right away. Maybe I do something right away with Ono, put over match at the first takeover. You know, good showing. Ono's kind of like their new Almas from like a year ago.
Yep.
And then maybe have him screw Aleister Black over in that match. And then you can have Almas against McIntyre, where McIntyre takes back the title. And then in the process, you have Black versus EC3. You can do a couple months there. And then you can have, also in the process, I would do Sanity versus Undisputed Era. And then when that's finished, have Cole versus McIntyre. Then you're finishing off EC3 and Black. And then when McIntyre wins, boom, then you have EC3 and McIntyre.
That'd be good. I like it. Now,
that's like a year right there.
Let's do an impromptu thing here. Let's throw Ricochet into this. Where does he fit in? Clearly face. He can't. Not that he can't come in as a heel, but he will do much better as a face.
Yeah, I think
He could actually be the perfect foil. Have EC3 come in as a heel. He comes in as a face. Hell, they could start something off right there.
I wouldn't even be surprised if if Ricochet does some stuff right away with the UK division.
That'd be good.
And then maybe even does some 205 Live. I wouldn't be surprised if he's 205 Live bound.
That would not shock me at all. Yeah.
With Triple H apparently taking it over, it would not surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's not surprising me that Roderick Strong is getting
A bit of a push.
the exposure on both shows because Triple H.
What a shock! The two shows that Hideo Itami's been involved in, Triple H runs, still getting married. That's kind of funny, and a really sad one.
Well, I mean, Triple H has shown an interest in Roderick Strong from the get-go.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why it's no surprise that he's giving Roderick Strong the exposure there. So, I mean, with that being said, I'm pretty sure Ricochet is also a Triple H signing. Therefore, I wouldn't be surprised if he sees that. If they want to revamp 205 Live, that, to me, would make a great amount of sense because he works that cruiserweight style very well.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the meaning of smaller guys in NXT right now because there's not a lot of them there. They might as well just go to 205.
Speaking of smaller guys, Johnny Gargano putting his career on the line against Cien Almas.
Yes.
Does this mean he's 205 Live bound? Because if he loses and doesn't win the title, he's apparently gone from NXT.
I wouldn't, because this is the.
They didn't even say when they're going to do it. They just said they're.
I wouldn't even be surprised if he's main roster bound after Mania.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if a couple guys go down. He's one of the guys that comes up.
Okay. So what do you think? Do you think they save?
I honestly think
Gargano versus Almas for takeover right before Mania, and he loses and he leaves, goes up.
Yeah.
Time to do something with.
I honestly think it's very smart of them to do something like this and not have Gargano and LeRae together all the time because I think they're just going to get bunched together and this is going to hurt Candice LeRae in the long haul.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that they're treating her as their separate entity right away.
Mm-hmm.
If the plan is for Gargano to leave, then I like that because then it allows Candice LeRae to be herself and not have to rely on Johnny Gargano. Right now she's getting that little push, but right from that opening segment with Cien Almas, she identified herself right away as a third wheel and less of a big deal.
Yeah.
So I like the I would definitely like it if she's her own entity.
Otherwise, you have a whole Rusev Lana thing going on, and then you don't take her seriously.
Exactly, and then she becomes more of a side note opposed to the focal point.
Yeah. But she could definitely do some good stuff down there.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So we ended up shoot booking two guys almost.
Well,
kind of. We didn't really do a lot of Ricochet yet, but I mean, honestly, time will tell. It's kind of hard right now. Like, I'd be like, before we even see them, they'd be like, as soon as we saw Bobby Roode a year, 2 years ago, be like, book him. What are we doing with him?
That's exactly. That's what I think. I think the model of Bobby Roode of NXT can be very much similar to the road of EC3.
Yeah. It just seems naturally a heel character, which I don't mind him in the face now, but he should go back.
It all depends on the presentation of EC3 when he steps out from the curtain.
For that first time.
Depends on his entrance. His entrance is going to tell us a long story because we all know what he can do in the ring. But if its entrance is a big deal, then you put him right up there.
Mm-hmm. My question is, do you think people who have been there for a while are getting a little perturbed the fact that all these bigger names are coming, kind of constantly like leapfrogging them?
No, because I mean, here's an idea. Here's a little thing. If you're unhappy with somebody else coming in and taking your spot, do something about it. You had that proving ground. If they have to go out and constantly find bigger names, I'm using quotations for that, then maybe you're not doing your job.
Fair enough. Like, I think, honestly, this may be the most stacked NXT has ever been.
I think this is the most stacked WWE as a whole has ever been.
Probably the most stacked it's ever been since the merger of WCW and WWE.
I would even go as far as the Attitude Era.
Wasn't that the Attitude Era?
Well, I mean, like, even when it was, like, before the purchase.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's not like WWE purchased all the main guys right away.
It's true.
They purchased some good depth guys, but they still had a lot, too.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if, like, Val Venus and D'Lo Brown is opening a Monday Night Raw, and that's your lower card guys, that's a pretty good roster, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I think future, what I want to do is put the seed in your head. For right before Mania, whatever the podcast, but I think it might be 68. I think 69 is right after Mania. 69. 68. I want to do a book Dream Mania. You can pick any single wrestler, living or dead, to fight out with singles match, tag match, whatever. Build the Dream Mania. So I'm just going to put that thought in there. Let you percolate for a few weeks.
How about we do this in two ways? How about the one right before Mania? I'm sorry, the one right after Mania. We do that. The one right before Mania, we talk Mania, and then two before Mania, we take matches from past Manias. And we say, this was the best main event, this was the best opening, stuff like that. So
we rate the Manias.
But we handpick matches from past Manias.
So basically combining matches from past
Manias. And then make a Mega Mania using past and using past matches.
You know what? That's good. It's going in my blog.
My vlog.
My vlog. What is a blog?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I like to do that.
So since we have stuff now to look forward to moving forward, I think this is a good place to end.
But I'm not finished yet.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am. I got nothing.
So, yeah, that'll do it for episode 62.
Sweet!
That sounds a struggle. I still have to poo.
I'm good. Yeah. Still.
So, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to go get a drink.
I'm going to go poo.
You do you, man.
I do me.
You watch me do me.
And, yeah. So that does it for Chris Parrish and Meniac. We are 2/3 of Tag Struggle.
Can't wait for Shaun Martens to headline, hopefully next week or the week after.
Yeah, we'll have some Death Tour stories. Yeah. But we are real.
We're spectacular.
And we gone, because it's okay. Later, bitches!
And when your heart's pounding out of your chest, you can feel the rope shaking as you're running out of breath. If you're ready to rock, we'll just let it